welcome all agents. I am Agent Dudley and I'm here to share my story and my journey through Division. Basically my backstory as well will come involved with the... Obviously you know me as Agent Dudley. Before I was an agent, I was in the military and I was a backup army. Approached by another agent who was an agent in Division, and they were telling me about the stuff we can do when we are activated and everything like that. Behind me becoming an agent, I wanted to make a difference and help the world when it needed. My mom couldn't get the help what she needed because my dad was an abuser. My mum passed away because my dad abused her that much. She took her own life. My mum passed, so I was a mess basically, and I wanted to make a difference in life. That's why when this person came to me and approached me and told me about being a division, when the world goes, the division will get turned on, and then I can do a lot of different and make the world better again. So that's why I wanted to do it, and I did it. I wanted to do it because I wanted to make a difference and not be one of them people who was weak and didn't want my dad to take over my life even more. So I wanted to be a better person than my dad. Did all my training for the army, did all my training for the agent, to be an agent for Division, and I got on with my life. I started my own business, and then I started my own family, and then the unlucky one to get called first to be sent out and try to get everything working right. But the sad thing was our team weren't ready. Got overwhelmed by the bad people. All my team got taken down. I was the lucky one to somewhere safe and get myself back to normal and everything like that. But before all that happened...
Intelligence system analytic computer is activated. All ISAC systems are confirmed online.
We're losing this whole neighborhood. Rioters are moving through, in force, and headed this way.
Put your people there. I see someone else got the call. I'm Agent Fei Lau, Division. Activated the same time as you, part of the second wave of us going in. I don't know what happened to the first wave, but unfortunately, there's still lots left for us to do. We don't have much intel, and we don't have the luxury of failure. Not with Manhattan under lockdown and Brooklyn on the brink. People like me, and you, we're what's left to hold the line. With any luck, we'll have more to go on once we rendezvous with the commander. More about the situation, about who's turning the streets into a war zone, anything that's gonna help us do what we're supposed to do. And if you'll excuse me, Lieutenant.
Officer Hazen and his team are handling situation reports. If you're looking for a hotspot, that's who you want to talk to.
Over there. There's a bar behind that building. Best whiskey sours in Manhattan. If we take this city back, I'll buy you a drink. Sorry. I mean, when we take it back. Here it comes. The rest of us should be in this chopper. Can't believe it's finally happening.
At the moment, we don't know enough about why the outbreak happened and everything like that. We just know it started with the money, put them on the money and spread it that way. The outbreak started, and look, unluckily, my wife, who has now passed away, she had the disease and got given the money in her hand. And that's how he travelled. He travelled through the market and everything like that, where she was. One girl, two boys. So I've got other family members as well, obviously. So I have to leave my kids. They are safe. They are hopefully not going to get the outbreak. Nothing's going to happen to him. I've hopefully left him somewhere safe. The bad thing is I can't see him. I'm not going to be able to see him forever now. I think I've lost contact with him. And if I do go back to him, I will be a very, very broken man, because I can't not see what I had to do. But I also want to make the world better for my kids to live in, and hopefully so they can carry on doing what I could do before the outbreak. So I'm fighting basically for my own kids and for every other kid who is out there, hopefully doing better now with the help of where people have other people than the agency. Police and fire and everything like that have made safe havens for people to live, and I'm really proud of them, and I'm going to be helping them to as much as I can. I was in the first rave. The only bad thing was I got hit in the first wave. I was shot, but when I got shot, I could live, so I bandaged myself up and everything like that, and I had time to grieve over my passing of my wife, and because I didn't have time to do that, I had to go straight into combat, and I had to go into...
Found out a little more about the first wave. They're all either dead or MIA, so this is up to us. That's why we need to get it together, right now.
JTF 6-8 to tower, visual Hudson.
Yeah.
2 division agents on board. The explosion was their right in. Okay, clear to land. JTF 6-8.
Usually you need some time to know if you can count on someone. Well, we're out of time. My bet's on you. It has to be. I hope to God I'm right.
Welcome to Hudson Piers! I'm not sure what you're looking to get out of this. Everything behind this gate is a goddamn war zone.
So who's in command here?
Captain Benitez was in charge. He was leading up to the post office, but we lost contact when he left base this morning. If he's still radio silent by tomorrow, there's talk of pulling out.
No one's pulling out. We're taking this city back. Get whatever gear you need. I'll catch up with you.
Good luck out there. You'll need it.
Dispatch, situation outside is now under control. My official report, the division saved our sorry asses.
Thanks for the report, Bravo Squad. Stay alert out there and keep it frosty. I'm glad you made it.
Now let's rebuild our base. Go on in and have a look around. I finally got some transportation, so I'm inbound. Let's do this. Agent, we need our base up and running, and we need to show the people of New York they're getting their city back. Our base of operations has potential, but right now it's a piece of shit and we've got no one to staff it. To get this place where it needs to be, we need people who know what they're doing. Like doctors. There's a virologist running a field hospital over at Madison Square Garden, but the whole area's gone to shit. With her, we can get our medical facilities online. Without her... The JTF commander, Benitez, is out in the field and he's gone offline. Bring him back. We need him to set up a functional security wing, and it'll do a hell of a lot for morale. We've also got to restore basic services. We need power and the intel the grid can give us. They had a guy working on that, but it sounds like he ran into trouble patching us in. Without him, it's lights out. Isaac can map itself to each of the wings in the base and sync their progress so we can have a bigger picture of what's happening here. And the more stable this base is, the better shape the city will be in. The security wing needs some love, and Captain Benitez. The JTF love the guy. He can mobilize them and help us get the intel and firepower we need to get all these hostiles off the streets. The medical wing is a wreck right now. Once we get that virologist over here, we can build up a staff, investigate the origin of the virus, and start getting more supplies. For civilians, but for us as well. The tech wing has obviously seen better days. But if you can get Rhodes back here, he's apparently got a lot of tricks up his sleeve. Former PMC, I think. Knows more than you think he does. I suspect he'll be very useful. Hey. Bad news. I'm not gonna be able to get out there. Not with my goddamn leg like this. I'll do what I can from here, but it's not the same. You have no idea how much I wanted to be in the field. I trained for a scenario like this my entire life. But it's worse than anything we could have imagined. You know how they won't let you get too close to anyone, so it won't mess you up when you're finally activated? Well, I did that, and it didn't fucking work. I'm attached. These are my people. This is my city. We're taking it back. Oh.
Look, you need to...
Yeah, okay. Okay. They're counting on us. Let's not let them down.
Well, look who it is. Thanks for getting me out of the garden. I've been in some hostile work environments before, but Jesus. Of course, it's not like this place is gonna win any prizes either. Antique equipment, 0 staff, patients lining up out the door. This isn't gonna cut it.
We're doing the best we can, Dr. Candle. Any suggestions you might have, I'm happy to listen.
I know. Beggars, choosers, all that crap. What matters is beating this thing, but I can't do that without knowing more about it.
Here's a good place to start. Sarah is pretty sure Dr. Gordon Amherst had something to do with the outbreak.
God. That asshole. Saw him present a paper at Columbia once. He nearly started a riot. He's part of this. I need to talk to him. Anything of his you can find. Notebooks, laptops, close personal friends, I need that too. And we need to talk about live samples and antibodies. You're gonna be busy.
And you'll be?
Fixing this. Saving lives. Now if you'll excuse me, I'll get started.
No
Agent,
idea how
we've
many
got some new
lives you might have
information.
saved out of the Hudson
Agent,
Yard.
I need you to take care of a problem.
Now we're cooking with gas. You are hereby officially my go-to agent for classing to join up.
You can't buy from over there.
This is great, Agent. These barracks will help us keep more of our guys close and ready to rule.
Oh, look who it is.
Hey, it's the conquering hero.
Gotta say, I didn't think anybody could pull off what we asked you to do. Best part is you freed up my first responders to go where they could do the most good.
Not bad for feds, huh?
I've seen worse. Take a look. Every criminal group that we've been dealing with is on the run. They're not all gone, but there's a lot less of them out there.
And it shows. Residents are feeling safe enough to come out onto the streets again. JTF was able to help Sarah get their tents back up and running. They've got people lining up around the block, getting food and medical attention. We're finally starting to get some traction out there.
Well, I ran into the guy who runs my neighborhood deli in Queens. He's actually talking about reopening at some point. You know, if I squint, I can almost see New York again.
How about that? All right, that's enough back-patting for one day. LMB's still out there pissing me off. I've got work to do. And so do you, Agent. Get to it.
Hey, you got skills, pal.
You've done some impressive work, Agent. The only thing that's made being stuck in here bearable is knowing that you were out there doing the job that I can't. The city's starting to pick itself up off the pavement. You can see it in people's eyes. They're finally starting to think about something besides dying. They don't even know the worst is still out there. Colonel Bliss's boys have proven more resilient than a swarm of cockroaches. You've hurt them, but they've still got the resources to terrorize this city on a massive scale. They've fortified the United Nations complex, and they've got Chernenko, the Russian virologist that Amherst was working with. Now they're holding him prisoner there. Fascists in the seat of international peace and security. Funny guy, that Bliss. At this point, it's clear the LMB was involved with whatever happened to the first wave, and we know now that at least one agent was actively working with Bliss. We thought the Last Man Battalion was scary enough, but if they've got access to Division tech or intel, they could completely destroy everything we've been working toward. Hey. We both know what needs to happen now. You need to find a way into the UN and deal with Bliss once and for all. It's not fair to put this all on you, but Fair died weeks ago. Go get him, Agent.
Looks perfect. I can't thank you enough. But I will bring you something from my wine rack. We've really overcome a hurdle here. This disaster aid station will let us distribute supplies right to...
So after some months and weeks and hard work and everything like that we've put into recapturing and trying to get New York back to the sort of some reasonably normal life and everything like that, and give it back to the people and get the police and army and everything back up and built working. And we found out where the leader of the main clan was at, and we had to try and take down the leader. And this is where the big massive fight, and with all the bad people and everything like that against one person. And we took over, we conquered, and we won. But it was at a cost. We lost more men than we wanted at the end of it all. But we rebuilt, we got back up and running. And I was at the end of the fighting and the battle and everything like that against these people. We are going to carry on walking around New York and keeping the New York people happy and the communities and everything like that. We are going to try to take out the last. That is now going to be what's going to happen all the time, and we will get the country New York back, and we will be the better people. So I hope you've enjoyed the story. This is the start of Division, and there are going to be more Division coming. So please keep an eye out for Division 2, and please go over and watch that. So please like, subscribe and comment. See you later.